Murder.
Chalk outlines.
DNA tests.
Blood.
Anonymous tip.
Beheadings and disembowelments.
Fingerprints.
The yellow tape that they have on crime scenes.
Witness statements.
Stakeouts with my cop friend and we drink coffee. UV lights that they can see on. 5 minutes.
Yes, hello and welcome to True Crime in 5 minutes. Belle, whenever you're ready, hit us with the episode.
Yeah, so just a content warning as per usual. This one does include violence against a woman, but also a child as well. We're going to go from the 70s all the way to now, in this case, in Scotland. So back in the 70s, in Scotland, a mother named Rinny, she was a mother of 2 boys. She had 1 son and a younger son, Andrew, who was 3 years old. She said she was going away for the weekend, said bye to her husband, and he had the other boy, the other son, with him. She went away, never made it to where she said she was going. They found her car burnt out by the side of the road, kind of half burnt out, not fully burnt out. So the mystery started there. Where was she and where was Andrew, who's 3 years old? Some of her belongings were gone, so it wasn't just like she was in the car and it was burnt. The stroller was missing, and obviously they were missing, and some of his belongings were missing. Now, they started sniffing around. They were looking at where she could have gone. Has she done a runner? Has she been abducted? Or is this just a plain murder case? They discovered very quickly...
Plain old murder.
Plain old murder. They discovered very quickly that her husband, Gordon, was quite suspicious that she was having an affair. He said, look, I'm pretty sure she has a boyfriend. I don't know. She said she was just going away for a weekend with the son, but I think she was going to meet up with him. So that's already a little bit suspicious.
Weird that you'd bring a 3-year-old to an affair.
So they said, okay, well, he's suspect number 1, obviously, the husband.
They always are.
They always are. It was soon found out that, yes, he was right. She was having an affair with a guy called William, who was married with kids and was actually a colleague of her husband's. Gordon. He found this out at work when he said, I need everybody to help find my wife. Later it came out that, yes, William, who was sitting in that room with him going, yes, we do need to find her, was actually the man that she was having an affair with. It also came out that Andrew, the little 3-year-old, was his son, not the dad's son.
God, that's
so,
crazy.
Yep. So that all came out. Then fingers are pointed at William because they discovered that William was the one that told her to leave for the weekend. And he said, we're going to go start a new life together. I'm going to leave my wife and kids. And he found out that Andrew was his son and he said, I want to start a life with you and Andrew. She never made it, obviously. And that's where it ended. In the 70s. It just finished there. It was never solved. They didn't find anything. That was it. Fast forward to 2021. William, the man that she was having the affair with, he's like in his 80s now. And they finally got him into court because it came out, more witnesses came forward and things started coming out that he was acting quite weirdly and actually got all of like the inside of his car reupholstered. The whole boot of his car was done brand new. Like when she went missing, he took it to the dealership and said like, hey, I need a new car floor. And they're like, why? We don't do that. And so he went and somehow got it from somewhere else.
Isn't that nuts that like you could be doing that as one of the suspects and that doesn't get picked up at the
Also
time?
just like already horrible police work in the 70s that this happened and then they didn't like know any of this.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Absolutely. They drained a reservoir looking for her, didn't find anything. That was it. They drained it again, didn't find anything. That was it. They looked through some mud. That was it. And then, so 2021, he's like 80 years old. He's quite ill at this point. They finally find him guilty. 6 months later, he died in prison.
Oh.
And that's it.
So did he
No justice for her.
confess?
No confession. He denied it. No body was ever found. Little Andrew, 3-year-old, never found. Completely just disappeared. Blood traces were found in his car, so they had enough to say, you did it, you're guilty. And then he died.
What?
And
So
in
he
his
still
car?
had the
He
car?
had the car, what, all that time later?
Yeah, well, not now, but like for a fair few years later, and people came forward and said, yeah, he did
Right.
have blood. But that was it. Like, he just lived the rest of his life. He was married. He stayed with his original wife, had their kids, then just died in
Wow.
prison, literally
Weird.
after 6 months. He was sentenced to life, but 6 months later, he
He'd
died.
already lived his life by that point.
There'd be
Yeah.
so many of those like murders where like it's the person and then they just don't get caught and they go about their lives. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many missing people.
Yeah.
There's so many, and it would just that's it.
Well, guys, it's like the Jinx and the Jinx season 2, which you can watch on binge.
Yeah, we know you're a big fan of the Jinx.
The
guys
only
watch-
true
you guys
crime
watch it?
Liam's ever watched.
I
Oh, it's a
haven't
good
watched it,
one. It's a good one.
I feel like I know it now though.
Well, that's true.
Mm.
Hey, there's a
Yeah.
good one on. This is off track. There's a good one on Apple TV. Jake Gyllenhaal, like a murder one. You'd like it. It's like
Oh.
not real. Like it's like a.
Oh, is that the one where he answers the phone? I'm thinking of a totally different movie.
Are you
This is the
thinking
one
of
where he
the-
does the people call 911 and he's the
Oh
operator.
yeah, no, that is a different older movie. No, this is like a current series
Mm.
on Apple TV. It's called Presumed Innocent, and we're only at 3 episodes in. It drops every Wednesday, and it's really good. So
Oh,
All right,
okay.
well, we can check that out. Also, Belle, well done. That's the first time you've ever done it before
What's the
the
timer?
timer went off. It's about to go off in 10 seconds.
Great.
So well done.
Should we wait for it?
We'll wait for it and that'll be the end of the
Well,
pod.
the sad reality is that it's so short because nothing really happened, and she was never, she never got her justice.
All right,
Crash
see you in the
into
next
it.
one.
Oh, shush.